is the championship match of the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. Now, here's the man with all the important questions, Chip Beal.
Thank you very much. This is the final match. At the end of this program, one team will be the winner of $25,000 in Texaco Foundation scholarships, and one team will be the winner of $12,500 in Texaco Foundation scholarships. Either position an enviable one to 86 other area high schools. Now let's meet the finalists, Clear Brook and Klein Forest. Good luck to both of you. This sound, as you know, means you're right. This tone, incorrect. And this sound, the end of each quarter. The warm-up round of the championship match is upon us. Good luck to Clear Brook and Klein Forest. Your first question is worth 5 points. One of America's favorites, this so-called Mexican dish, did not originate in Mexico, nor in South America, as its name would indicate, but actually comes from the United States.
Klein Forest, Heather.
The nacho?
Well, it's not the nacho. I'll finish for Clear Brook. What is this cool-sounding hot dish?
Clear Brook, Victor.
Pico de gallo?
No, it is chili. No score. Let's try this 10-pointer. It's a math question. Any number that will allow fractions with different denominators to be converted into fractions with the same...
Klein Forest, Eddie.
Common denominator?
Denominator is called what? The answer, common denominator. Klein Forest strikes first. I have a 10-pointer. Theodor Herzl, a Jewish journalist and intellectual, became convinced as a correspondent covering the Dreyfus Affair that the only solution to anti-Semitism in Europe was the establishment of a Jewish national state in the Middle East. In 1897, he founded what?
Clear Brook, Amy.
Zionism.
Zionism was the movement for reconstituting a Jewish state, and Clear Brook is on the board for 5 points. Women who smoke should not use what method of contraception?
Clear Brook, Amy.
The pill.
The birth control pill is right. You have 5 points. And I have a 10-point visual question. Look at your screen here in the Channel 2 studio. We'll test your knowledge of women's fashion by asking you to identify this style.
Clear Brook, Amy.
The pantsuit.
It's not a pantsuit. Take another look, Klein Forest.
Forest, Justin.
Jumpsuit.
It's a jumpsuit, right. For 10 points. For 10 points, name the 2 women, one American, one African, who led a march through Atlanta on January...
Klein Forest, Benji.
Coretta Scott King and Winnie Mandela.
You got them both, Benji. To honor Martin Luther King, Jr. For 10 points, if little kids ran the country, what children's television personality would be president?
Clear Brook, Amy.
Big Bird?
Not Big Bird. According to a...
Klein Forest, Eddie.
Judge Wapner.
No. According to a survey of preschoolers conducted by the Toy Maker Play School, it would be Mr. Rogers. No score. I have a 5-pointer. I approved the creation of a special investigations unit within the White House, which later became known as the Plumbers.
Clear Brook, Chris.
Nixon?
Nixon was the one who once said that in an official statement. And for 10 points, not including airfare, this city is the world's most expensive for travelers.
Klein Forest, Eddie.
Tokyo.
And it is Tokyo, right? A 10-point music question. Listen to a brief choral excerpt from one of Antonin Dvorak's works and tell me the language in which the music is sung.
Klein Forest, Benji.
Czech.
Not Czech.
Clear Brook, Chris.
German.
No, that is Latin from his Mass in D. For 5 points, what 13-letter word referring to the restoration of life or consciousness to one apparently dead includes such measures as cardiac massage?
Clear Brook, Amy.
Resurrection?
Not resurrection, and artificial respiration, Klein Forest.
Klein Forest, Benji.
Resuscitation.
Resuscitation is the word for 5 points. I have now a question worth 10. Deposits of what fossil fuel may be found on every continent?
Clear Brook, Amy.
Oil?
Not oil.
Klein Forest, Heather.
Natural gas?
No, it is coal. Okay, you learned it first right here on the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. And for 10 points, she blew Mick Jagger's nose and then she blew his mind. Am I talking about Brown Sugar, Ruby Tuesday, Amy, Honky Tonk Woman, or Jerry Hall?
Klein Forest, Benji.
Jerry Hall.
Not Jerry Hall.
Clear Brook, Chris.
Brown Sugar Woman?
No, it's Honky Tonk Woman. The lyrics from that song for 5 points. A math question. Give me the result when an octet is multiplied by a septet and then divided by a quartet.
Klein Forest, Eddie.
14.
14 is right. 5 points for Fast Eddie and Klein Forest. For 10 points, a visual question. A trap robber and campsite thief, this strong, greedy little...
Clearbrook, Victor.
Wolverine.
That's the Wolverine, right. And I have a 10-point question for you. 1948 saw the limited production of one of America's most memorable automobiles. Although only 50 were made...
Klein Forest, Eddie.
The Ford Edsel.
Not the Edsel. It's a good try, but hear the rest of it, Clearbrook. 50 were made. These torpedo-shaped sedans included such advanced features as a padded safety dash, four-wheel independent suspension, rear-mounted engine, and a third headlight that turned...
Clearbrook, James.
Tucker.
Tucker, right! 10 points, and there's the tone. We're out of time. In a very good warm-up round, we'll be back to meet the contestants and resume playing the bonus round. In addition to the monetary rewards, the contestants are playing for a chance to move on to the Texaco Star National Academic Championship, which will be played at Rice University this summer, this June. 40 for Clearbrook, 50 for Klein Forest. Now let's take another close-up look at each contestant. First of all, from Clearbrook High School, Amy Huang is the captain president of Junior State, vice chair at Girls State Varsity Soccer, and attended the Texas Governor's School. Next is Chris Gray, bass player in the orchestra, member of the All-Region Orchestra, All-Region Jazz Ensemble, columnist for The Connection, and a founder of Future Conservatives of America. Okay, next is James Fouth, a member of the Phil Graham Senate Club, National Merit Commended Scholar, tuba player in the band, and Latin Club parliamentarian. And Victor Rosales, officer of the Spanish Club, volunteer for the National Hispanic Institute, and he's in Who's Who. And with our alternates, Brad Shaver and William Tran, coaches Karen Mayo Albrecht and Lee Yeager. That's the team from Clearbrook High School. Clearbrook, I believe they have a 6-0 record. Klein Forest with a 5-0 record to this point. This is an all-senior team. The captain is Justin Curavacal, 1991 citizen of Texas Boys State and Latin Club officer. Heather Pemberton, 1991 citizen of Texas Girls State, secretary of the National Honor Society. She will attend Trinity University in the fall. Benji Cruz, National Merit Commended student, president of the orchestra, treasurer of NHS, and a member of the Student Council. And Eddie Wong, National Merit semifinalist, an officer of his church youth group, and has been accepted by Rice University. Their alternates, Jerry Davidson and Michelle Skinner, coach Naomi Finette. That's the team from Klein Forest. I'm pleased to introduce our judges. They are Professor Tom Hudson, Department of Physics, University of Houston, and Mike Mastandri. He's the chief judge of that Texaco Star National Academic Championship. Contestants, you know how the bonus round works, so we'll get right into it. Your first bonus subject is about the environment. Here is your 10-point toss-up. He laid the foundations for the first system of symbolic logic. He improved on Pascal's...
Clearbrook, Victor.
Aristotle.
No. Calculating machine. Independently of Newton, he discovered infinitesimal calculus. Who, Klein Forest, was this philosopher?
Klein Forest, Justin.
Napier.
Not Napier. That's a good try. It was Leibniz. No score. I have a 10-pointer. Suppose you have missed 1 or 2 menstrual periods and suspect that you are pregnant. You make an appointment with your doctor and find out the good news. You find that recalling the exact dates of what will help your doctor determine...
Clearbrook, Amy.
Ovulation.
Judge?
The dates of your last menstrual period.
That's correct. The 10 points. We'll determine the date when your baby is expected to be born, so that'll be Amy, Chris, James, and Victor on environment. For 5 points, why are most plastics a problem as waste material?
They don't biodegrade.
That is correct. They don't break down in the environment. Also, they produce toxic smoke if burned. For 10 points, how does a 55-mile-per-hour speed limit help to reduce global warming?
Saves gasoline.
It saves gasoline and less carbon.
Yes, cars burn less fuel and produce less exhaust fumes per mile at lower speeds. Clearbrook now in the lead, by the way, for 15 points. Why has the fertility of the Nile Delta been reduced since the building of the Aswan High Dam?
It doesn't overflow anymore.
It doesn't overflow the banks anymore.
Because the banks don't overflow and
The Nile no longer floods. Spreading silt over the fields is right. And for 20 points and a total of 50. Has anybody read 50 Simple Things You Can Do to Save the Earth? Amy has. Well, we'll test your knowledge on that. Why does that book, 50 Simple Things You Can Do to Save the Earth, recommend putting a water-filled bottle in a toilet tank?
because
to save water when you flush.
water when you flush.
It reduces the amount of water used in the flush. Certainly, they know their environment. Clearbrook now in the lead by 50. Your next bonus will be in the category of weddings. There's a 10-point toss-up for both schools. I suppose that the high water mark of my youth in Columbus, Ohio, was the night the bed fell on my father. Who penned this line?
Klein, Forrest, Justin.
Mark Twain.
It was not Mark Twain, but you're in there thinking, Justin.
Clearbrook, Chris.
Arsenio Hall.
No, in fact, it was Ohio author James Thurber. For 5 points, I have a music question. What is the name of the nocturnal express this prisoner was waiting for?
Go to Houston, boy, you better walk right.
Clearbrook, Chris.
Midnight Special.
The Midnight Special. All right, Clearbrook, wedding is your subject. For 5 points, at the end of the ceremony, what accessory can be removed from the bride's head or thrown back over her hair?
The veil.
The veil.
The veil is right for 5. Now for 10 points, what 12-letter term describes the passage of the bride and her attendants to the altar?
Procession.
The procession.
No, it's the processional. That's the 12-letter word we needed. We stop you with 5 points. Life in colonial America is your next bonus. As Clearbrook leads it by 60, I have a 10-point toss-up. Marlo Thomas will continue her father's work as top fundraiser and spokesman for which Memphis hospital?
Clearbrook, Chris.
St. Jude.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is right for 10 points. And life in colonial America for Clearbrook for 5 points. In most colonial households, women made cloth from 2 natural fibers. Name either.
Cotton or wool.
Cotton.
No? Wool and linen, but not cotton. Okay, no points there. Television is your next bonus. Here's a 10-point toss-up. Because the threat of extinction no longer looms over this animal, 80,000 of the species are now...
Clearbrook, Chris.
The American alligator.
No. Species are now kept in meat farms in the U.S. Name this animal whose high-protein, low-cholesterol meat, well-suited to current dietary concerns, is selling for $11 a pound. No idea? That's the buffalo. For 10 points, Hadrian's Wall was named after a person with what official title?
Clearbrook, Victor. Roman Emperor.
He was an emperor. And Victor gets into the act. And for the 4th time in a row, it's Clearbrook on the bonus series. Television is your subject. For 5 points, this news and political commentary program, bearing the name of the 2 co-hosts, began in 1983 on PBS.
McNeil Lair.
The McNeil-Lehrer report is right. For 10 points, it hasn't happened yet, but Geraldo Rivera may have considered doing a live show from New Jersey's Giant Stadium, where what man is reputed to have been buried in the end zone?
Say Elvis.
Carlos Gonzalez.
No, it is Jimmy Hoffa. Okay, Texas bonus is next.
Yes, we have one more bonus.
And we have one more bonus to go. Here's your 10-point toss-up. Both schools. Through how many European countries could you travel after leaving the Principality of Andorra and traveling west by southwest?
Klein, Forrest, Heather.
2.
2 is right, Heather. Spain and Portugal. The Texas bonus goes to Heather, Justin, Benji, and Eddie trying to pick up some ground. For 5 points, the first ship of the Texas Navy to reach Texas was a 170-ton schooner originally named the Viper of Baltimore. It was later named after what concluding battle of the Texas Revolution?
San Jacinto.
Sure, San Jacinto. And for 10 points, which city east of Dallas was named for the 10th president of the United States?
Tyler.
Tyler is right. You have 15 so far. Here's your 15-pointer. What was the only Texas city boasting a population of at least 50,000 in 1900?
Houston.
It was not Houston. As a matter of fact, it was San Antone. And we're out of time now in the bonus round. When we return, these subjects for 60 seconds. Classical music, perfume, German, and fiction. Our halftime score, 75 Klein Forest, 135 for Clearbrook. Questions used on this program are authenticated by Questions Unlimited of Columbus, Ohio. Now we're into the 60 seconds round. You pick a subject. You have 1 minute to answer as many 10-pointers as you can. When time expires, the second team may pick up on any of the leftovers, and if you run the category, we'll give you a 20-point bonus. Klein Forest, you're trailing, so Justin, make it a good one.
It's going to be fiction.
Fiction is the subject. Start the clock. Here we go. In this round, fictional characters speak for themselves. Listen to the descriptions and identify them. Beware, all you citizens of Oceania. I'm watching you.
Big Brother.
Right. I was a king's jester, but I am now deceased. The prince, however, found my skull.
Yorick.
Yorick. I am a young horse of a different color in a novella by John Steinbeck.
Red Pony.
Right. I am a Russian student so destitute that I commit a murder to help my family eat, but I cannot bear the guilt.
Jean Valjean.
No. My body lies a moldering in the grave, but my soul is marching on.
John Brown's body. John Brown.
John Brown is right. We are Chingachgook and Uncas, the last surviving members of what Indian tribe?
Mohicans.
Right. I was a prisoner in a brutal Siberian camp. Alexander Solzhenitsyn wrote a story
Ivan
about...
Denisovich.
Say it again?
Ivan Denisovich.
Right. I am a member of the Reform Club in London, but I'm best known for a trip I took around the world.
Pass.
Okay. I am an honorable man. At least that is what is... Okay. Time runs out. Mike Mastandria, how many points did they get?
60 points.
60 points on fiction. 2.5 questions to refer to Clearbrook. Again, fictional characters speak for themselves. Listen to the descriptions and identify them. I am a Russian student so destitute that I commit a murder to help my family eat, but I cannot bear the guilt.
Karamazov.
Not Karamazov, it was Raskolnikov from Crime and Punishment. I am a member of the Reform Club in London, but I'm best known for a trip I took around the world.
Phineas Fogg.
No, it was Phileas Fogg. Had you just said Fogg, we'd have given it to you. I am an honorable man. At least that is what is. And time ran out. Based on that information, can you...
Brutus.
Brutus is right. That's correct. It is your turn, Clearbrook, to select from classical music, perfume, or German.
German.
German is the subject. Judges ready? Start the clock. Here we go. Translate these German sentences into English. Wie viele Jungen haben Sie?
How many children do you have?
How many children do you have?
Yes. Ist das Ihr Mann?
Is that your husband?
Is that your husband?
Right. Möchten Sie später mit mir essen?
Would you like to eat with me later?
Would you like to eat with me later?
Right. Es ist nicht weit.
It's not far.
It's not far.
Right. Arbeiten Sie in München?
Do you work in Munich?
Do you work in Munich?
Right. Ich habe nicht viel Geld.
I don't have a lot of money.
I don't have a lot of money.
Right. Wie alt ist Ihr Mädchen?
How old is your daughter?
How old is your daughter?
Right. Wo sind die zwei anderen? Wo sind die zwei anderen?
Two others. Where are the two others?
Where are the two others?
Right. Wann wollen Sie einkaufen gehen? Eins oder
When do you want to
zwei?
go shopping?
At 1 or 2.
At 1 or 2.
Right. Dann habe ich genug Benzin, aber ich will tanken.
I have enough gas.
Time ran out on that last one, but they got 90 points on German. Klein Forest, we've got to refer the last one to you. And Justin and company, can you translate it? Dann habe ich genug Benzin, aber ich will tanken.
How old are you?
No. Time ran out on you, but do you know Clearbrook?
We have enough gas, but we don't want to. Do you want to?
No, so I
some?
have enough gasoline, but I want to fill up. So you'd have missed it anyway. That's it for the 60 seconds round. In a moment, Stump the Experts. Stay where you are. On behalf of all of us at Texaco and KPRC TV, we want to thank you for following the Texaco Star Academic Challenge all this season. We do have one game left in the local series. The winning team from this show will come back next week to face Bridge City, the winner of the Beaumont-Port Arthur Texaco Star Academic Challenge. It's 135 to 235 at the start of the fourth quarter. We'll wish good luck to both teams, and we'll have a series of rapid-fire Stump the Experts-style questions until we're out of time. We'll start with a 20-point art question. Name this English artist or the title of the...
Klein Forest, Justin.
Hogarth.
William Hogarth. Spitfire is right for 20 points. I have a math question worth 15. Consider the graph of the equation y equals 5 cosine x. What is the period in radians?
Klein Forest, Eddie.
2 pi radians.
No. Clearbrook? The period in radians of the graph of the equation y equals 5 cosine x.
Clearbrook, James.
2/5 pi.
No, we have 2/3 pi. For 20 points, why are many skunks killed by cars?
Clearbrook, Amy.
Because they're attracted to the lights.
No, that's not the answer, Klein.
Klein Forest, Justin.
They wander out into the road.
No, what we're looking for is because instead of running from them, they squirt their defensive fluid at the cars. No score. For 15 points, in nature, there are only 2 known pure forms of carbon. Name both of them.
Clearbrook, Chris.
Coal and diamond?
Incorrect. Klein.
Klein Forest, Eddie.
Graphite and diamond.
Graphite and diamond. Very good, Eddie. I have a 20-pointer. How do you keep the fragrance of dried potpourri fresh while it's exposed?
Klein Forest, Heather.
You mix up the potpourri, and it lets the odor out.
That's not the answer.
Clearbrook, Chris.
Keep it warm?
No, while it's exposed to the open air, you add fragrance oil. 15-point music question. The following passage of music is taken from which of Paul McCartney's compositions?
Klein Forest, Benji.
The Liverpool Oratorio.
That is correct for 15 points. Klein Forest now trails by only 50, and I have a 15-pointer. An interval in music designates the distance between 2 different notes. What is the interval between the notes C and G?
Clearbrook, Chris.
A 5th?
A 5th. Well done, Chris. I have a 20-pointer. If a woman visits a beauty salon for a waxing, what is she having?
Clearbrook, Amy.
She's having hair removed.
Hair removed is right. For 20 points and for 15 points, a medieval university course might last 6 years. Students' goals were to be able to defend controversial theses. Most debates were religious in origin. A famous one concerned how many angels could do what?
Clearbrook, Chris.
Incarnate themselves?
No. Klein Forest?
Klein Forest, Justin.
Blow the trumpet of God.
No. How many angels could dance on the head of a pin? 20-pointer, pencil and paper needed. Match the artist with his most famous work. First, the works. Nude Descending a Staircase. Nighthawks. Hunters in the Snow. And Venus of Urbino. There are the works. Here are the artists. Pieter Bruegel. Marcel Duchamp. Edward Hopper. And the last is Titian.
Klein Forest, Justin.
In order, Duchamp, Hopper, Titian, and Bruegel.
Incorrect. The question is...
Clearbrook, Chris.
Hopper did the nude, Duchamp did the
No,
Nighthawk?
Hopper did Nighthawks, Duchamp did the nude, Bruegel did Hunters, and Titian did Venus. Here's a 20-point visual question. I want you to identify the school of art.
Klein Forest, Justin.
Abstract Expressionism.
Expressionism is right for 20 points. And for 20 points, now that Russia has replaced the Soviet Union as a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council, 3 other countries are also expressing interest in becoming full Security Council members. Name these nations in Europe, Asia, and South America.
Clearbrook, Chris.
Brazil, Germany, and Japan?
Can you put them in order? In other words, can you match them up with Europe, Asia, and South America?
Europe would be Germany, Asia would be Japan, and South America would be Brazil.
That is correct. Give that man 20 points. I have a 15-pointer. Which family produced 3 popes and 2 queens of France?
Clearbrook, Chris.
The Habsburgs?
Not the Habsburgs.
Klein Forest, Justin.
De Medici.
The Medicis is right. Good for you, Justin. I have a 20-pointer.
2 minutes left.
The 2-minute warning has been issued. What do you call the device consisting of a small circle, often of metal, with a handle attached that is used to transfer markings from sewing patterns?
Klein Forest, Justin.
Compass.
Not a compass. Sewing patterns to the cloth. Clearbrook, do you know what that's called?
Clearbrook, Chris.
A puncher?
No, it's called a tracing wheel. For 15 points, 2 leading Confederate generals, one named Joseph, the other named Albert Sidney, both had the same last name. What was it?
Clearbrook, Chris.
Johnston.
Johnston is right for 15 points. I have a 20-point question. Listen to this selection performed by a New Age artist and identify that artist.
Clearbrook, Chris.
Yanni.
Not Yanni.
Klein Forest, Benji.
Guns N' Roses.
It is Andreas Vollenweider for 20 points. Identify the equestrian event which emphasizes smoothness in form over speed.
Clearbrook, James.
Steeplechase.
Not steeplechase. 20 points on the line, Klein Forest.
Klein Forest, Benji.
Dressage.
Dressage is right. Excellent. I have a 20-pointer. Nobel Prize-winning physicist William Shockley is known for what shocking theory in the field of genetics? William Shockley.
Klein Forest, Eddie.
Theory of gene linkage.
No, that's incorrect.
Clearbrook, Chris.
The theory that genes will come together when the time
No,
is
it was
right.
the theory that blacks are genetically inferior to whites in intelligence. For 15 points, what Canadian province contains the town of Churchill on the western shore? There's the time! And the winner of the 5th annual Texaco Star Academic Challenge by a score of 255 to 305, Clearbrook High School. Congratulate Klein Forest for a very good season. Clearbrook, way to go. You advanced to the Nationals. Chip Beal, we'll see you next time.
Join us next week for the Southeast Texas Shootout when the champions of the Houston area face off against the champions of Beaumont Port Arthur on the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. This is Don Armstrong speaking.